Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Planet Tyro. I'm your host, Donald Wonder. I'm digging in the crates on the new show, guys. We're going back in time, and I got a lot of shit for liking this show back in the day. I mean, how can a grown man like you like this show about two women just being all girly and shit, man? What's wrong with you? Let me tell you something, man. There ain't nothing wrong with liking a good quality show. And there's a lot of things I like about this show, guys, so stop hating. You know what we're going to talk about, right? Well, if you don't know, stay tuned.
Tyro Media presents.
Done it! That's right, guys. It is the Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls, man. Let me tell you something. Recently, one of my Facebook friends, Will, my man, he put up a Facebook status saying that, hey, I don't care what any guy say. I like Gilmore Girls, so sue me. Will, you're not alone. Gilmore Girls was a very popular, I believe it was a WB show, I might be wrong there. I didn't do my research, I'm kind of going off memory. Gilmore Girls was a very popular show, had a very big calling, and the acting was really great. It had a lot of great actors. It had the main character, Lauren Graham, I believe, Alexis Beale, the supporting cast, the biggest star, one of the biggest stars in Hollywood right now, Melissa McCarthy. I know, I'll get into that in a bit. As well as this guy and so many up-and-coming actors like the guy from Heroes, the guy from One Tree Hill, the guy from that crazy sex movie that was based on a real guy. It's on the screen. Yeah, I mean, Gilmore Girls, well, for those of you who don't know what Gilmore Girls is about, Gilmore Girls was a very light slice of life comedy about this woman and her daughter called, I think, Lorelai and her daughter Rory. And it was a light comedy slice of life. It had drama elements to it, but it was basically about, well, I'm going to give you the backstory because it makes it more interesting. It was about this young teenage girl who actually had a baby out of wedlock. She was kind of ostracized by her parents, and she had to do for herself. It's, in a way, when you find out the backstory, it's about this woman who raised a child all on her own and how her and her daughter have a really good relationship. Now, most of the story is set already in the future where her and her daughter have this great relationship, and this show is known for being very witty with its dialogue, chat, because the characters talk really hyper fast, but the dialogue is really fun. And the thing about Gilmore Girls is set in this town, I don't remember the name of the town, where they do so many town events. This show to me is a little bit of escapism because for me living in Britain, to see this American out of town community get together, and the community is so homegrown and so homely, and the dialogue is so witty and cool, it really is really fun. Lorelai's daughter's character, Alexis Beale, seeing her grow up, she's a very clever girl, and seeing her grow up in this kind of upper class society and her going to prep school and college, university, it's interesting. And yes, as a black guy, as a black British big old man like me watching the show won me over because it's actually kind of intellectual and very heartwarming, you know? It's hard for me to sell you on the show now, but I liked the community aspect of the show. It really did win me over, man. Back in the day, I begrudgingly liked it. Lauren Graham is a great actress, by the way. She's phenomenal. She's very lovable, very sexy. I'm sorry to be sorry to objectify her like this, but she's very sexy. Even her daughter's sexy, above 18, by the way. And I just really like watching the characters. Now, the other, Melissa McCarthy, she's a really good actress, man. Now she's turned into this kind of clown. I do agree with the consensus that she really let herself down because in this she plays a chef in the show. She plays Lorelai's best friend, and it's really interesting to see her. And I never thought she'll break out from this role, but she's really likable on Gilmore Girls, and she does play a little bit of a soft character, but it's dramatic. Now, Gilmore Girls does have a lot of drama in it, to be honest with you, but it's not overly soapy. The thing that kind of let me down with Gilmore Girls was the ending. It did go through a lot of arcs with Lorelai finding love and then her falling in love with, the guy she was obviously could tell her. And she had this on and off relationship, kind of bickering, moonlighting relationship with Luke. And this actor's really good as well, playing the kind of grouchy cafe owner. And they were a really lovable couple, but Lorelei's husband comes back in, there's a wedding. The last seasons of Gilmore Girls are really rushed, especially the last season. It's like they just wanted to rush the romance, and it left a bad taste in my mouth, the way they just rushed it, just to rush the ending between Luke, Lorelei, and their ex-husband. It felt like they just were fed up with the show. But on the whole, and believe me, I'm not selling anyone on this show. People who already watching this review probably already like this show, already hate it. I was one of the guys who really enjoyed this show. I think Gilmore Girls is an intelligent, witty comedy, and I think it has something. It has a really good community aspect to it that is a little bit of escapism, and it was just a lot of fun. So I can see why the wide appeal, and all the actors are really fun in the show. So I know I kind of went here and there on this, but this is a show where I give you my rambling kind of thoughts on the show anyway. I like Gilmore Girls. Sue me, guys, but I don't know if I can tell anyone I'm watching it now, but big, black, British guy, that's Gilmore Girls. And I watched the show about 5 or 6 years ago when I was 25. I don't know what to say, but the acting is really great. So I don't care what anyone says. Gilmore Girls is good. I'm going to give Gilmore Girls a solid B. So if you watch the show and you agree with me, leave your thoughts and comments down below. I do apologise that this is kind of raw, kind of messy on the way I'm talking about this show, but that's what Done It's going to be about. Me going back in the past on my mind, talking about all the shows I've seen, because there might be other people that enjoy it just like me. And they might have my face or my skin colour. And you might be surprised. People are often surprised at the shows I like. And believe me, if you think this is one of the weird ones I like, you have no idea, guys, because I'm a media fiend. So, my boy Will, don't feel worried about liking Gilmore Girls. It's a good show. And if you want to check it out, I don't think you'll be disappointed. And the actors have moved, most of the actors on this show have moved on to do bigger and better things. Lauren Graham, Alexis Beale, obviously Mr. McCarthy, etc, etc, etc. Let me leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Done it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you later. Take care now. Peace out.